I grew up in an era where it was starting to become a really big thing
Yeah.
to do these short-term mission trips. And I was a nurse actually before I became a pastor, and so I've even been on some medical mission trips where I just found myself wondering, how much impact am I really having to come here as a nurse and to diagnose and provide medications that I just didn't know, what kind of follow-up would there be. And so it has made me wonder, is there maybe a different way to think about short-term mission? And you and I have done some work on that together.
Yeah. It's such a good thing for people to see a problem and want to be a part of the solution. But we also have to ask ourselves, what do I have, with limited language, with limited cultural skills, what can I bring? And yet at the same time, there's so many good things about traveling, about going with a group of other people, and most importantly, to see what God is doing around the world. There's a sense that a lot of times when we want to assist in this, in this dynamic, when there's problems, we want to come in help. There's been a criticism that we are these white saviors that are coming in and we're going to influence all this change, right? And the truth is God is the savior of the world. We are not. And so everything that we're doing is partnering with him, and partnering with those who are in the location and who know more than we do. But that doesn't mean that when we go that we don't provide something. We can provide encouragement, resources. We can help the people in our congregations have a vision and desire to see what's happening in there grow. And so there's a lot of good that can come with our going to a location.
Really, these trips are more about our own spiritual formation. I think even just recognizing it's a lot of work for the missionaries to have us come. They pour a lot of time and effort into that, but they do it because they want to help us grow.
Short-term mission trips can look so different from each other. They're not all created equal. One of the things that we've done is work towards creating missional learning trips that kind of leans in heavily to this idea that you're talking about, that we're going to kind of learn and encourage and to kind of expand our understanding of what God's doing.
One of the things I think that's just been really beautiful too is to realize that when we go to visit a partner that we have a continued relationship with, which has been part of the beauty of visiting some of our specific RCA Global partners, is that when we come back, we not only have a better understanding of what they do, but we are more aware of some of their needs.
It's important that we don't kind of separate local from global mission as if these aren't related to each other. Actually, it's a partnership. And so when we go to a global location and we experience different things, it should help us ask new questions in our local context. So I think that's an important piece. One of the things that I have been impressed by is when people go on these trips, oftentimes, we'll tap someone on the shoulder and say, hey, have you considered going on one of these trips? And they'll be like, no. But then just the fact that we kind of reach out to them and said, but I was thinking that maybe it would be really awesome if you were on a trip. That they just kind of grow in bravery and excitement about what God's doing. And I'm seeing it spill over in how they relate to the congregation and to other people and what they think about. So many people get the sense that God isn't using them.
Right.
And they don't know how to, to participate in what God is doing. And going on a trip like this starts to bring out those questions. And they start to think about, maybe I could do something in my location just like they're doing something over there. And it helps just to create a new sense of what could be. And so going to those locations where you realize the risk, the threat on their lives, but they love Jesus. It just inspires you. It just makes you think, oh yeah, okay, this is what it's about.